Welcome to the PDX files. Each week we dive into the weird and the unexplained here in the Pacific Northwest and beyond. My name is Peej.
And I'm Mac.
Mac, what are we talking about today?
We're gonna look at some video footage that allegedly scary ghosts that you can probably see caught on a video. But I think we need to examine this and hopefully either not validate, but sort of looks like okay, this seems real, or yeah, no, that's completely nonsense. I think, and this is the same property, at least from what I understand from this video, the same property that over three different people have kind of had some incidents.
Okay.
So is it real, or is it just like people making stuff up just to make stuff up?
All right. Well, I've not seen this video either, and so my responses will be authentic. And here we go.
Weird. I never. Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus.
They're coming in hot.
A disturbing series of unexplained events begins unfolding inside a man's own home, not all at once, but slowly, building over time until it becomes impossible to ignore. At first, it's subtle. Objects aren't where he left them. Faint knocking sounds echo from empty rooms. And his dog, normally calm, suddenly freezes, staring into nothing, before quietly backing away, as if something unseen is standing right in front of it. He tries to rationalize it, blaming the house, his imagination. Anything but the truth. But that changes the moment he captures this on camera.
This is camera recording. Huh. Weird. I never. Oh, Jesus.
So the mirror fell from the wall. There was a mirror that was leaning against the wall. So for those just listening,
Dude.
What's that on the back of it?
A mirror, firmly placed against the wall, suddenly drops on its own, crashing to the floor without warning. No one nearby, no visible cause, and whatever is happening doesn't stop there. Because not long after, he records something even more direct. A door suddenly slams shut with force, not slowly, not naturally, but violently, as if something pushed it. And if it wasn't the wind, and no one else was inside, then what closed it? By this point, he can't ignore it anymore. Something isn't right. Then, one afternoon, shortly after returning home, he hears loud, aggressive banging coming from inside. This time, instead of walking away, he immediately sets up his camera, ready to capture whatever might happen next.
Banging noises in here. So that's why I'm setting up the camera right now to find out, what it is. Max, shut up. There's nobody here. That was up against the wall.
A shadow appears on the wall, shifting in a way that doesn't match anything in the room. And even though the camera struggles to fully capture it, his dog's reaction says everything. It freezes, watching, tracking something that shouldn't be there. But even that isn't the most disturbing part. Because later that night, while he's asleep, something even more unsettling happens. His phone begins taking photos on its own, not one, but multiple selfies captured in the dark.
Didn't take the picture because it was taken from the end of my bed. One of them, at least. The other one was like next to me. But also, in those pictures, in the first one,
Really?
in the first one, there's like
Hmm.
another face next to my wife's face. And I was thinking maybe it was like a reflection of my face, but how in the is there going to be a reflection of my face on the pillow? Then on the other one, the other picture, I think my eyes are open. I don't know. I zoomed in. It doesn't look like my eyes are open, but it looks like something's on my eyes. And my hand looks very long. Yeah.
Okay, so he's talking about this, I think is what he's talking about. Yeah, I
Mm,
don't see anything as far as a reflection, but
right. Oh boy.
oh,
Some believe it
well,
could
I
be a
mean,
glitch, a technical error, or some kind of visual distortion, but others
that's what it
are
looks like to
convinced.
me.
In many cases involving intense paranormal activity, there's a theory that entities can manipulate electronics, especially cameras, to reveal their presence. Some
Hmm.
even claim these entities can move close to people while they sleep, close enough to be captured, but never fully seen. And if that's true, then whatever is inside this house isn't just moving objects anymore. It's getting closer until more disturbing footage is
I don't see
captured
anything in that at
and
all.
until he uncovers what's truly behind these events. One question remains. Is this something attached to the house or something attached to him?
All right.
Okay, so I didn't see anything what he was talking about as far as other than the mirror falling.
Yeah.
You notice how that mirror was right up against a switch?
Yeah.
You can see it right there. That
Light
could be
switch.
easily pulled by a string to, like, make that mirror fall over. And he had the mirror over there in that situation, previous to that, and it looked to me like that one was, like, right up against it, and the other ones were like he kinda had, like, a lean more of a lean to where it wouldn't be touching it. I don't know. Um, and, the way that he was talking about it, it seemed like a bunch of bullshit to me. So I'm just saying right now, to me, it doesn't feel real, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Kind of what's your opinion on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you in terms of maybe some of these could easily be staged. The mirror falling off the wall. We don't see the full length of the mirror. We don't see the bottom of the mirror.
That's true. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
things that are off frame. The door closing on itself. Again, we don't see the full door jamb. We don't see the top of the jamb, right, of the door frame. So anything could, I mean, there could be a string that's pulling it, and that's just out of camera.
I don't feel like most spirits have that. I do believe that that can happen, but
Yeah,
it's not to that um that kind of energy doesn't make any sense to me. That looks like a movie type of situation. Like, they're
yeah.
what spirits are always closing door. No, that doesn't really happen like that.
The photos while they were sleeping, that's a little interesting. And
Oh,
I mean, but again, I mean, somebody else could just be part of this hoax, and tell them that took the photos and then they crafted the story around it, right? The reflection on the near the wife's face, I couldn't see that at all.
yeah, I didn't see
The
that.
yeah, and the one photo, it does seem like his eyes are open, but clearly he's supposed to be asleep. The
It's
thing
like
that
more
the
like
thing,
a glitch. So you mentioned something like a glitch. It's like
yeah,
that looked like
I
some
mean,
weird glitch to me. It
exactly.
didn't.
It could be just a camera
Yeah,
glitch. The thing that's often very hard to overlook or to gloss over are animal reactions.
that's true. I gotta give him that. Yeah.
So, the debunking part of me is thinking, well, the dog's probably just hearing neighbors from, because they've just got really good hearing, right? But the dog also seemed to, at least on the video, for those listening, you might want to watch the reference video, seem to react and look at a location where the guy in the video claimed to also have seen a shadow move.
That's true. Ah, shit. Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I mean? So I
Yeah,
see, I mean, I think the animal reactions are the ones that I can't dismiss as easily, but yeah, that's so So the subsequent part of this is a different resident, but in the same location, same house.
That's what I understood from this video. I could be wrong with that, but nevertheless, they're very, very good videos. I think they're, what I understand, they're in the same house. It's different activity.
Well, folks who are watching on YouTube, please drop in the comments if you agree with our assessment so far, or if you saw something that maybe we didn't. Love to hear your comments on that. All right, here's the next part.
Isaac, the man living on that old property with 2 allegedly haunted sheds, recently
That's what it
shared
is.
another disturbing update. This is the same land already surrounded by rumors of paranormal activity, a place where the strange incidents seem to grow worse with time. On this particular day, Isaac was doing a live stream, speaking normally, when a subtle but unsettling sound suddenly pulled his attention away. It wasn't loud, but it was strange enough to make him stop mid-sentence and go investigate.
It looks like a different place. Like there's been some remodeling.
Maybe it's a different place.
But at least the painting for sure. I don't know if the rooms are different, but
That's an empty house.
yeah, why is that room? That's true. Why is that room entry
Y'all heard it too.
empty?
Y'all heard it too? Because I know I heard something. I know I'm not going crazy.
Well, we live in an empty house.
What did he hear?
He's going to react up. So he heard his HVAC system or his heater turn on essentially.
Yeah, his AC just turned on by itself.
Which is not that surprising.
Later in the stream,
Okay, that's the same room he's going into with the AC. That's the guy doing all that noise.
I'm standing right here with y'all. I'm standing right here with y'all. My hands. My hands. I'm standing right here with y'all. Just burn the whole house at this point. I can't. They ain't got nowhere to live. Oh,
so in the video, the AC just turned itself off.
ow. Oh, I just hit my leg. I hit my knee so bad. Oh my God, that hurt. Oh.
Isaac had explained before that this room once belonged to the grandfather who owned the property.
Oh,
According to relatives, he always liked the room to stay warm, a small, specific habit that only family members would know.
Why is there
During the
no
live
furniture
stream,
in this room?
Isaac also made a point of ruling out the obvious explanation. He said the second remote was sitting in the living room, and the remotes do not control each other, something he already tested after misplacing one in the past. So if no one was inside the room, and no remote had been used, then what turned it on? Some viewers believe this could be the grandfather's spirit, a familiar presence repeating the routines he followed in life. But others aren't convinced. Because what happens next changes the entire feeling of the case. After growing exhausted by the constant disturbances, Isaac eventually decided to have the house blessed, and for a few days everything went quiet, almost unnervingly quiet. Then, this happened.
Maybe.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Like I said, I've left the living room and I've officially moved into the bedroom now. And it's just, what the hell?
I see.
Well, Well, I was gonna say,
Lights are turning off and on.
I was,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that it's been pretty calm all day. Somebody did ask me if they blessed the sheds, and the answer is no. They actually didn't. For some reason, my landlord was pretty adamant about leaving the sheds alone. We did the furthest one where the memorial is, but the one near the house and the one with the car in it, she was absolutely adamant that that would not be blessed, that would not be touched, and so we didn't touch it. I didn't ask any questions. Her reaction wasn't like mean or anything. She was just like, yeah, I don't like that's not a good idea. Almost kind of like, not just leave it alone type of thing.
Hmm.
So, I mean, other than that, it's been a really good day. It's been a really damn good day, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
I know there's
Why are my windows so foggy? Look at this. Look how foggy my windows are. Look, these two. Can you even see it? I don't even know if you can see it.
So he's trying to say it got
Like
cold in
mad
there. Is
condensation.
that what he's saying?
I think so.
Why is there so much condensation on my flipping window? Um, I didn't run. I didn't
He's
run.
a security guard,
Um,
apparently.
yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, to be perfectly honest with you, but
What?
Let me
guess I'll
pause.
go
Let
ahead
me
and
pause real
finish
quick.
getting ready for work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So in the last part, there appeared to have been an EVP, or an electronic voice phenomena.
Yep.
On the video, they captioned it as the voice, or whatever it was, having said wrong way, which is interesting.
Yeah, that I mean that is interesting. Yeah, I got to give him credit for this.
And
If it's
prior to that,
fake.
to your point, I think he was indicating, maybe he doesn't know, but but he noticed that the windows were fogged up, which, to your point, that generally is when there's a rapid change in, or
Temperature.
change to a
Yeah,
cooler temperature
yeah, yeah.
inside the house. This guy looks like he's like 7 feet tall. I mean, like, he's pretty tall, or the ceilings are just really
I
low.
think it's a pretty small place, but I mean he's probably a big guy too.
Yeah,
But it's interesting. We don't know a lot of things like what's the temperature outside, what's the temperature inside.
right,
Usually in cold spots, yeah, someone would mention that it's cold. He just mentioned that he saw some condensation. That doesn't
right.
necessarily mean anything. It could, and it could not. He keeps moving around like he's looking for something in a way, but at the same time, um, his acting almost seems like too bad. Like he almost seems like he is being a little bit freaked out by what he's saying. But
Mhm.
again, that could be completely real, but it might just be a bunch of nonsense. Like he's convinced himself that there's something going on. It's not conclusive. It is kind of. I like to see some of these videos like this sometimes where people are actually they are freaked out. He definitely seems freaked out, and it doesn't seem like a Hollywood actor to me.
No, and yeah, but clearly he's it says that he was live streaming, so I don't know whether he creates content
Right? It could
for
be a content, yeah,
yeah, for a
those
living,
kinds of
or
videos. Yeah,
whatnot. But yes, I agree that his reactions do not seem staged at all. Um, the way he's filming is certainly very erratic, as if he's actually following wherever the sounds are happening. So, as opposed to being in the right place and at the right angle for something to happen.
yeah, yeah.
Um, But it looks like the video continues here, so let's keep going.
Huh. Watching Wicked while I get dressed.
He's watching Wicked.
Yeah, catch y'all later.
A door suddenly slams shut on its own. The light cuts out. And for those listening closely with headphones, some claim a faint voice can be heard whispering, "Go away." That detail is what truly disturbed viewers. Because if that voice is real,
Oh,
then
that
whatever
wrong
is
way.
inside that house is not just some random noise or harmless paranormal residue. It's aware. And it may not want Isaac there at all. Some believe this was a reaction to the blessing itself. There's a theory in hauntings like this that when a space is only partially cleansed, whatever is attached to it doesn't leave, it simply retreats into the areas that were untouched. In this case, that would be the sheds. And that possibility adds another layer of dread. Isaac said he was not allowed to cleanse them. So if something is truly tied to those buildings, then cleansing only the house may not remove it. It may corner it. And according to many who study haunted places and intense paranormal activity, that can make an unseen presence far more aggressive. So now the question becomes even darker. Was this really
Oh,
the
I saw
grandfather
that.
making himself known? Or is something far more
Sinister moving through the
Something just happened to the audio. I think
Yeah, that
did
was
something
weird.
just happen to the audio?
Yeah, I don't know if that was meant to happen or they're just trying to scare us with that. If so, I mean, I wasn't scared, but that was pretty funny. I did see some weird shit going on in the windows of that shed
Yeah,
that they were showing. Again, it could have just been artifacts. The
right.
fact that it opened, I mean, who knows? It was kind of weird that they went into the kind of thing.
Well,
But yeah,
I'm gonna start it up again, and the sound might still be there. Is the audio to this video broken?
thing that wants Isaac gone.
Back in July, a woman named Emma turned
That
to
was weird.
TikTok in a
it's
desperate
kind of hard to
attempt to
say with that
understand
one. I
something
think that
she
was
couldn't
supposed to be on
explain.
purpose, though.
While she was home alone one afternoon,
Sorry. That was weird. So anyway, so the ending part there is,
That was very bizarre.
yeah, very bizarre. The ending part there is that they're trying to
Oh
correlate,
lordy,
the narrator is trying to correlate that maybe the fact that the shed, which by the way,
wasn't blessed or something, huh?
why was the landlord like against it? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, we only have the story of this video. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know why they would be upset by that either. But it could be again, it could be a bunch of BS. It's an
yeah.
interesting story, and I don't see why not blessing the sheds would somehow cause a continued haunting. But who knows?
Now we did go into I think this was the one in St. John's where the, that we know there was it was uh, a reach out to our old paranormal investigation group, right? And I don't know if you were there, Mac, when we did that investigation, but it was in St. John's, and we did a psychic walkthrough. That's what it was. It was only a psychic walkthrough, and I think
Mm,
the couple then was super freaked out about it, and I think they ended up just blessing the house after the psychic walkthrough.
mm,
But the psychic at that time, because the couple had said, because there was like a little hatch or like an attic space in the top floor bedroom where the the psychic was like, there are three spirits tucked in the corner. And I remember her saying that, and I'm like, what the heck does
mm,
that mean? But so she was kind of like, and then she was thinking that they sensed that the spirits sensed that she was there and they were afraid of her. And
mm.
so that's why they were kind of retreating to the corner of the attic. So that was kind of an interesting thing. But again, whatever. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I think we should speak with Janet about some of the. Oh, I didn't mean to say the name, but probably speak with her. I mean, no one knows her last name, but sort of look into this a little bit. I think that'd be an interesting interview for folks in the future because I do think that some people do have they have an aptitude to sort of see some of these things.
Right.
In this case, I don't know. The screen is on. I don't think it has anything to do with that at all. But and I don't know if I think the previous video with the white guy, this is an African American guy. The one with the white guy has nothing to do with it being white, but seems more that there was more evidence behind that, and it could be fake as well.
Yeah.
Both didn't seem to be. Again, they might be very good actors as far as these things go, but at least at this point, a lot of and is there in a lot of these kind of investigations, a lot of things you can say. Okay, this is pro and con. Interesting, to say the least. I would say, at least in this case, the first two seem to have a lot more cons than pros, but the viewers should tell us.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know what you think in the comments below whether Isaac's situation here is real or is he faking it for content. Here's the last part of the video. Oh, there's
Thing that wants Isaac
It's
gone.
so funny.
Back in July, a woman named Emma turned to TikTok in a desperate attempt to understand something she couldn't explain. While she was home alone one afternoon, asleep inside her house, her security cameras captured something
she's not asleep
that
there.
absolutely should not have been there. Something that even now remains unexplained.
Is that a dog down there or a cat? I can't quite tell.
Oh, it's a cat.
Yeah, okay.
At first, everything looks completely normal. The camera sits quietly, watching over the dining room. Her dog lying peacefully on the floor, fast asleep. Nothing seems out of place. But then, from somewhere inside the house, the camera picks up something chilling. A voice. A voice that clearly whispers, "I'm back." The
I didn't
moment
hear
Emma
that
hears
clearly
it,
at all.
a cold sense of dread sets in. Because there's one detail that makes this footage even more disturbing. She was completely alone at the time. No one else inside. No one nearby. So if
Why
Emma
did they
was the
show
only
her?
person in that house, then who or what was caught on camera speaking?
I don't know. I didn't hear that. I don't know if you did hear
Uh,
that.
it just sounded like to me like some kind of metallic scratching sounds.
I mean, obviously the dog noticed it. It seemed like the cat reacted to it. I don't know if that's the same video. It's like some of this crap that we see, and in this video, some of it was sort of compelling. Some of it was just like it looks like complete BS to me,
Yeah.
and that kind of like muddies the water, for some of the real stuff that's going on up there. I think that's the reason why people should watch this a little bit. It's like, come on, let's use some common sense with some of the stuff, but it does have some a few compelling moments, and I think that's the thing. It's good and damaging to kind of the cause a little bit. It's like most of that seemed like a bunch of BS, but there was some stuff that I think someone can hold on to if you take it out of context. It's like, oh shit, yeah, that looks pretty real.
Yeah, that last part right there was the least compelling for me. Honestly, I think Isaac's is the one that is a little bit more interesting on my end, mainly because
Yeah, I got to agree. After all that, yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
mainly because again, the way he was responding, the way he was reacting, and it seemed legit, and he also relished in the fact that quote unquote I didn't run. So, and so basically it's saying, hey, I'm a lot more, I don't know, I'm a lot braver now, especially after the house has been blessed, etc. So that's his reaction, or sorry, his situation is the more compelling of the three.
I agree. I think the other guy who had an actual door shut like that, and then the whole mirror thing that was clearly could have just been a string on a. It was kind of like not very clear as far as the video goes. It seems like all these people are trying to fake things,
Right.
have like very unclear videos, so you can't really tell what's actually going on behind it. It seemed to be more like, whether or not there's anything going on with Isaac. I agree to you. I agree with you now when you say it. That seemed like the more compelling of the three stories for sure.
Well, folks, let us know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoy this content, please give it a like and share it across your socials to help get the word out about our show. If you hadn't already done so, please subscribe. And on YouTube, hit that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on future episodes. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.